We do not know when it will be safe to go outside. We only know that day is not today. Allison Becker.
Dang. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and we are getting ready to watch Apple's next big hit, maybe? Silo. Apple's been dropping some gems, man. So they're at that spot now where they'll put something out and I just immediately consider it. I'm not saying I'm gonna watch it, but I immediately consider it, and Silo has just been getting just rave reviews. So without any further ado, let's get started. I love hopping into a brand new project that I know absolutely nothing about. Honestly, I don't even really know who stars in it. I don't know who's doing any of the directing. Just full blown, just blind walking in. Oh, well, and I've seen him before. I think, didn't he play like Dr. King? In Selma, I think that's what it was. I can't think of the actor's name though. Oh, well, I do have a little bit of a gist of an idea that it's like a post-apocalyptic kind of movie, right? And there's these people that live in a silo. I think that's pretty much the gist of all I know.
We do not know why we are here.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, cows above the plants.
We do not know who built the silo.
Okay. You know,
we do not know why everything outside the silo is as it is.
Morning, Sheriff.
Hey, Sam. You awake yet?
About halfway there.
We don't know who built it. We don't know why it looks like it does.
We only know that day is not this day.
So we got our mystery box. The mystery box is the silo itself and outside and what happened to outside. I can work with that. These old school color palette that they're using reminds me of like the 70s, right? 70s, maybe 80s. He's married. Coffee still exists in a somewhat post-apocalyptic time.
When you get your coffee, meet me in Holding 3.
3?
That's the guy from Remember the Titans. This thing is like Will Patton or something. Whoa. Word? Huh.
Want some coffee?
That was definitely a person, huh?
What do you do?
Want to see her?
No, Sheriff.
Hey.
Stop. Come on out of there. Let's talk about this. You're gonna say this to me after all we've been through.
I'm gonna wait till Sandy gets in.
I don't want you to say it.
Huh.
Don't say it.
Deputy Mars.
Please, Sheriff.
I'm gonna go out. Get things rolling. I think I'm gonna lie down.
Those are the magic words. I want to go out. Okay. Rashida Jones. David Oyolia.
Are you getting coffee?
I am.
I'll take milk, please. Actually, no milk. I don't need any milk.
Oh, okay. So that's who Rashida Jones is.
Please.
Okay, coming.
Wasn't she in Black AF? Productive clearance granted.
You know I love you no matter what.
Shut up. We're doing this. Let's go. Which would be me just humoring you, because obviously if I'm giving birth to this little critter, I'm naming it whatever the hell I want.
I mean, can't really argue against that. Oh, but you only have a certain amount of time to do it in. Huh, that's interesting.
Good luck. Oh, thanks.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
That's a little bit of pressure because sometimes it don't always work out that easily.
I really hate this part.
People are just happy for us.
Oh, I just wish everyone didn't know.
That green juice looks like that old school Ecto cooler.
I don't mean to intrude.
So don't.
Dang.
Mrs. Becker, your husband might not be interested in what I have to say.
All I'd really be interested in is you leaving us alone, Gloria.
Just tell.
Dang.
Your husband's waiting for me to say something I'm not legally allowed to say.
Such as?
I have no desire to be sent out, thank you, Sheriff. Mrs. Becker,
If you've an open mind, come see me. I wish you both the very best.
Okay.
What'd she do
Gloria?
exactly?
Is that her name?
She goes right to the edge of promising people a baby if they do what she says, which is fraud. And it's cruel.
Well, that's setting the tone. You see the way she looked back at her, right? Which means they're probably going to have some complications.
But then you know all this. Is this your second time?
Third.
And last. I'm almost 38.
There it is. You're no longer under birth control.
Goodness.
You are now free to make a baby.
Jagged in the middle?
Where if one more person congratulates us.
Impregnate me. Now.
Yes, ma'am.
The fun part.
Remember last time? At some point, this is going to start feeling like work.
Best work ever.
Yeah. Look at the days, though.
Did it work?
They got pregnant. But I'm pretty sure his blue dick had nothing to do with it. Hello, Bernard.
Dang,
Morning,
came in
Bernard.
Seriously.
Aaron, Allison, I see
Oh, it took me a second. That's Tim Robbins.
you do know you need to get my approval for any IT-related content before it goes wide.
Well, I figured we could cut down on service call.
All these browns and tans.
I have no doubt your intentions were good, but our reporting structure is there for a reason.
Got it.
Mr. Play It by the book.
And if losing our history is so bad, why can some goons from Judicial send you down to the mines if you happen to have a relic from the before times?
Allison,
Send you down to the mines, huh?
They somehow managed to open that door. We are done. Part of my job is making sure that doesn't happen.
I wonder how deep it is. I got so many questions.
No one wants a cleaning, but people need to see what it's like out there.
Cleaning, huh?
I'm going now. Next thing.
Do you really think you're the kind of person they want having children?
Oh. Now that will plant a seed of doubt.
But he wants me to be there first thing in the morning, which means I have to go down tonight and get a room in the hostel. Also means that we will be missing this evening's entertainment. Holy shit. I don't get pregnant from that. I never will.
Allison Becker?
I am. You must be.
I've been looking forward to meeting you for a long time.
Okay.
Guy came in with this about a year ago.
Oh, old school hard drive.
There's no record of this serial number. Of course, the log starts after the rebellion.
You think this drive is over 140 years old?
140 years. Okay.
It might be as simple as
tasty.
just figuring out the name on the directory, may I?
Is there anything I can...
Not talking would be great.
They destroyed our computer drives. They shredded our files and burned all the books in our libraries.
Whoa. Yahtzee. Look at all those items. Silo reboot.
But they were stopped.
Blueprints.
Look at this.
Ah.
No, but this could be the key to everything we don't know. We have
They
to look.
can send you out to clean this.
Dang.
You gonna tell your husband?
Just get rid of it.
Send you up to clean. Oh, we know you're coming back.
Should be celebrated with cheers. It should be celebrated with horns.
Where the hell does that go?
Air pump, tunnel.
Just saying I'm tired.
Yeah. Are you 70 levels tired, or are you...
70.
It's not about fun. I want to have a baby.
So did I.
Did?
You know, I don't know if it's something I ate or if I'm catching a cold, but I don't feel great.
And go home. I'll tell Bernard.
Thanks.
I wonder if how money works, like economy-wise, when you're stuck in a spot like that. how duties are done.
I think I'm gonna take tomorrow off. Go to the market.
What do you need? I can.
Yeah, she's almost all in.
I want to see everything. Brain is fried. Needless to say, we should tell anybody about this.
Needless to say.
Y'all need to back that drive up and hide it.
What's this?
Dave Chardonnay cleaning.
Last one?
Carmody. Is that like a real live tree? And birds. Oh, wee. That means life is being sustained.
Hey, keep right.
More Death Stranding bags. It reminds me of the whole idea of when old school miners used to bring canaries to the mines. And as long as the canary's alive, you're all good. Well, there's a big old canary out there flapping around.
It's late.
I lost track.
You go on a shopping spree? Spend all our credits?
Yeah.
Okay, credit. So they do have a form of money.
Okay.
No. But I will be.
That's the thing about truth is like once you get a little bit of it, you just want more.
Who's Allison?
Oh, she sent a note by Porter saying she wasn't feeling well.
Thanks.
Sure.
We need to talk.
What's going on?
Sit.
Are you okay?
Sit, please.
Nobody wants to hear this kind of information, huh?
Proof of what?
I can't tell you how I know this, but they were never going to let us have children.
What?
We,
Who's they?
the enforcers of the pact, they want docile, obedient people.
I saw Dr. Leonard take out your birth control.
No, you didn't.
I was there.
He didn't take out my birth control
How do you know that?
because I just did.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
What did you do? Keep pressure on it and don't move.
Wow.
It's green out there. There's green trees. There's blue skies. There's things flying in the air. Is no one listening to me?
You are bleeding, honey, and you need to come.
No! No. No. Just, I've been thinking about this a lot. Okay? Just know there's no other way. I'm sorry, honey.
It's okay. It's okay.
I want to go out!
Dang. I guess once you say it, that's a wrap, huh? You just have to say it.
Oh.
You can't even say the words, huh?
There were people there. They heard what they heard.
Well, maybe
We can bribe them, kill them.
No, goddammit.
If you boil the pact down to one rule, it's do not say you want to go outside, or you will fucking go outside.
Did anyone else play a part in this? Steer her in this direction?
She talked to a fertility counselor on 17. A judicial team searched his stall, but they didn't find anything.
Then why?
Was it in those monitors?
Holston, you don't have to be here for the rest.
I'm the sheriff.
Sure you don't want to step aside?
Chuck her out the chuck out the window.
I didn't go all crazy.
You cut something out of your body with a knife.
Yeah, it hurt like hell.
I took the capsule back to Dr. Leonard.
Oh, yeah. What do you say?
Yeah. Anybody say anything?
If I could wind back the clock, not know what I know, I would. Oh.
It's the knowing.
But what I found out, what they told us isn't true. Why we're here, what happened 140 years ago, why and who gets to have children. And that's not even the big thing.
So? You let everyone in the silo know what you don't do is say the words that get you sent out there to die.
Listen, they have the ability to change what we see on the screens, in the cafeteria, throughout the silo, everywhere. An image, and they alter it somehow. So what we see is not what's out there, it's what they want us to think. What if it's just rocks and bushes?
I know what I'm seeing.
Not if it's just what the computer wants you to see.
Why would they do that?
To keep us in here.
If it's so wonderful outside, why would they not want us to go out?
I don't know.
That's the part. That's the mystery. Why?
Why do people clean?
To get the dust and grime off the sensor.
I think people clean because they hope somehow that they can show people the truth that that is a lie. When I get out there, if that's what it's really like, I won't clean. I'll wave goodbye because I would have made the biggest mistake of my life. But if I'm right, and it's green and lush and beautiful, I will, and I'll start to clean. And you'll know. And then I'll walk over the hill. And I'll find out what's going on, and then I'll come back for you.
I love how they're making us question what we see, you know, especially days like today, in these days, in this day and age.
You have been asked to clean and have been provided with materials to do so. But you cannot be forced into cleaning. Once outside the airlock, you are outside the law.
You do not know why we are here. You do not know who built the silo. We do not know why everything outside the silo is as it is. We do not know when it will be safe to go outside. We only know that day is not today. Allison Becker.
Dang. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
On behalf of the people of the silo, I hope that you will clean so that we will better see the world outside our sanctuary as it is, and thereby be reminded that here is safe and there is not. Have you any last words?
If I was them, I'd have been like, do a special kind of dance so I know that it's actually you, that only me and you know about. You know, some kind of signals with my fingers. Because they can recreate whatever that image is that she is, right? So I need some kind of verification. That's just me, though. Doom sounds so final. I'm saying, like, I'd have done my little dance, be like, this is really me. If you didn't see it, you know something's up. That's got to be tough. And that's that for that. You just left with that reminder. That's so morbid. Ugh. Two years later. Wow.
George Wilkins, he's the one Allison went to help in the marketplace. We hold him up and
Yeah, I know who he is.
got a transfer to a mechanical last year. He's dead.
Oh.
Went over the rails somewhere around level 120.
Accident? Suicide?
Man, he didn't say much. No one saw him go over.
Get to the part you're not telling me.
There's an engineer down there that says it's murder.
Ugh. He got jacked up some.
Where's the engineer?
She couldn't make it.
It took us a day to walk down here. She could have cleared her schedule.
Something came up.
Meeting with us isn't optional, Hank. She says this guy was murdered. We need to speak to her.
What came up?
The generator. It's been giving her fits.
What does she do?
Well, she pretty much keeps everyone in the silo alive.
Oh. Definitely not as festive as some of the other levels, huh?
That's her! What's her name? What? Juliet! Juliet Nickel!
All right, Julia. Sun's out, guns out. Is that sign language that they're using? I guess because it's so loud.
What happened between you and her? For 2 years, you were dead inside. You met Julia Nichols.
Finally started listening is all.
To what?
To Allison. To what she was trying to tell me. I'm not gonna tell you what that was. All you need to know is I'm gonna go find her.
You want to find her? She's right there.
Yeah, is it though?
As much as I love you, bastard, I love Allison more. If that really is a death or not, either way, I'm done. Gotta know the truth.
Okay. That's not bad. All right, so that is the first episode of Silo. Like I said, I went into it not knowing a whole lot about it other than it's about some people living in a hole. And come to find out, it has touches and tones of other things that are pretty familiar. The game Fallout, the people with the backpacks, with the Death Stranding kind of thing. The whole, is our reality really what we think it is? You know, I'm sure there can be a lot of context with this and other things such as government, religion, all kinds of things, you know, information that's being suppressed from the people, false information that's being fed to people instead of the truth, and knowing where you are in the big in the great grand scheme of things. All this is fitting for this day and age, especially today in this time period where we have so much information and so much disinformation to go along with it. It's kind of difficult to know what's really in front of your face. And then added the fact that even larger pieces of technology like augmented reality, which does exactly what it says. It augments your reality and can maybe bring in things that aren't necessarily a part of your real reality. And people can become used to that and being used to not seeing things as how they are. So this is one of those projects that I do think is a sign of the times. Other projects that have kind of dealt with this that found like a large amount of success is one of my favorite series, Severance, where the people are living two totally different lives, a work life and another life that goes along with it, and being suppressed information to be the best version of yourself, I guess, or whatever. This seems to kind of like go along those lines. But I do like the setting so far. You know, everything, all the colors and tones are muted. It's a lot of browns and yellows and tans. It's not like a lot of life. Well, there's not a lot of vibrance within the people that are within the walls as well. Outside of like the time when the festival is going on, everybody's kind of like living a bit of a mundane-ish, you know, day-to-day kind of life. The other reference that I have regarding like these pockets of civilization amongst the atrocities of the real world is The Matrix, right? You know, there's those scene and where you get a chance to check out Zion, right? And Zion looks a lot different than this. Zion, when in part 2 of The Matrix, it was certainly a lot more festive. And there was a lot more, some color mixing that's going on with Zion. This one seems to not take it as far. But I think like the tones and the color tones, the way that people are acting, the costume design, some of the props and stuff, it feels very old. It feels very old even for now. Some of the stuff looks like some settings that I would have seen at like, my auntie and my grandma's house, back in the 80s. So it kind of forces an old kind of feeling, even though this could be in what we think is modern times. I did see one reference to a date, some part when it was like 2026, I think. Well, we saw 26. I don't know. For all we know, it could be 3036. I don't know. Who knows with these things? So you don't really see a lot of like full on references of time. The only other reference of time that we have is like, it's like 140 plus years since the rebels tried to open the door. And that's just what we know from when the rebels tried to open the door. We don't even know how much longer it's been even before then, right? So it could be another 140 or 150 years even before then while they got in there, because they have no frame of reference for anything. They don't know how they got there. They don't know who built it. They don't know how long they're supposed to stay down there. It's all of these crazy questions. That's enough to drive a lot of people insane, and obviously insane enough to cause a rebellion, full-blown rebellion. So whatever it is that Allison thinks that she saw, there was a potential that a whole lot more people felt the same way and then tried to get out. And now they're using tradition of like, I guess, Freedom Day and all of that to kind of like reinforce to the people to stay docile, to stay content. Something else that was very telling is only certain people were allowed to have children in order to keep rebellion down. It seemed like a lot of this is to just keep rebellion down, which is kind of like what you're seeing now, especially in the States today, with certain books being banned, certain conversations that you're not allowed to have in schools. We're seeing this on a larger, grander scale in this show, and the people, you do it enough and people will revolt, band together. People have a natural curiosity. That's just what the thing is about human beings. And we see it in the woman, Gloria, I think that was her name, who was trying to help the guy that was helping with all of the computer stuff. The IT guy. Yeah, there we go. And there's people like that, in our own world and reality that are willing to question the truth and maybe see things that maybe none of us want to see or are willing to see. And then you have some of those brave individuals. I feel like them putting on a spacesuit in order to go out into the real world, it feels like astronauts in a way. It has like the same kind of like stark white that the old 80s versions of astronaut suits, cosmonauts and all of that had on back then when they're doing space exploration. It feels like the moonscape, or maybe like Mars or whatever it is. Like the planet that you're on isn't the planet that you're on. I mean, for all we know, because we don't know anything, they could be on another planet. They really could be on Mars that's been terraformed or something like that. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, obviously I'm reaching. I don't think they'll go that route, but you never can tell with these kind of shows. I do love the casting so far. We got some really good ones. The guy that plays the other deputy, Deputy Marnes, who's played by Will Patton, he plays a lot of really good co-starring roles. I don't think I've ever seen him star in anything, but he does really well playing against other people. You got David Oyelowo. I know I'm saying his name incorrectly. I do apologize. Who can carry a project. He's carried lots of different projects. And he's doing a decent job. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more for him to give us later on as the story unfolds. But to me, I think who took the cake with this particular episode was Allison, which I wasn't expecting Rashida Jones, who's the actress who plays that role, to do that well. It wasn't really over the top. It's just enough information to kind of keep us going. And I think we've seen that a lot with pretty much most of the actors that are in here. Nobody's really too over the top, which is good because there's a lot of information for us to have to get, and you don't want to kind of like get stuck. But there is one role that I can't lie, I did want to see a little bit more, and I'm expecting more in the future, and that is from Tim Robbins. I'm not sure if he's an Oscar winner, but I'm pretty sure he's been nominated and probably for Shawshank. But anyways, when I saw his face, I was like, oh my gosh, we got Tim Robbins in here. We got somebody that's about to like come with it. But he's a man who plays by the book, right? He was, the boss of Allison at that time. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that character brings. And then at the very end, we get introduced to the actress, or the character Juliet, who works down in, looks like the engine room or something like that, the generator, who knows, maybe that's what's generating the oxygen and all the life support stuff like water and everything else in order to keep the silo alive. And we got another piece of information regarding Sheriff Holston and Juliet, like talking and chopping things up and trying to figure things out, which is only helps to push the narrative that Allison was saying before, that things aren't what they seem. There are some cool things that I think we're going to discover regarding how they're able to augment this reality, if they are in fact doing that. It's a lot of good stuff. I'm not going to go into the things that kind of like I didn't like, because it's way too early to be so judgmental. All I can say is it was a decent pilot. I'm not like over the moon by it, but it's decent. It's good enough to keep me invested. Let me know what you think, actually. Let me know what I got right, what I got wrong, and what's always fun to me, what I missed. And I'll catch you for episode 2. Thank you so much. All right, y'all take care.